it's Miss Judy from the library. I'm glad you're here with me today. We're going to go exploring. We're going to look at plants and trees. It should be fun. So come on, let's go. This is a mayapple plant. Look at the distinctive leaves on it. It almost looks like an umbrella. The fun part is it gets a beautiful flower in the spring, and then later that flower turns into something that looks like an apple. Look underneath and you'll see it. And here it is. These are ferns. Ferns cover the forest floor. They usually are out in spring and summer. Aren't they fun to look at? And right next to it is a beautiful tree. Look how big this old tree is. I love its bark and its leaves. Oh, I love this. It's a baby pine tree. Pine trees are evergreens. They stay green all winter long. And this little pine tree someday will probably get pine cones. And out of the pine cones come the seeds that create new baby pine trees. So we were just looking at a pine tree that's evergreen. But deciduous trees get leaves that turn green in the summer. What's fun in the fall, there's not as much light, so their leaves turn very colorful. I enjoy trying to identify trees by looking at leaves. The first set of leaves we have are oak leaves. Oak leaves get acorns on their tree. Over next to it we have ones that look like little mittens. Those are sassafras leaves. Next to that one's a maple leaf. Above that's a birch leaf. And above that is a shagbark hickory. And later on the trail, we're going to find a shagbark hickory so you can see the bark on the tree. Have fun exploring your leaves. Look, I found a shagbark hickory tree. I know because the bark looks shaggy, and look at the giant leaves. It's beautiful. Oh, I love that these leaves all come from the same tree. They're all sassafras leaves. But look, they're all different shapes. And what's really fun is if you pick one up, give it a little wrinkle, and smell it. It smells like citrusy, almost like lemon pledge. Here's a little branch off the white knotty pine tree. It's sticky because there's sap inside of the tree. The sap helps the tree to grow and live. And especially look at the small little pine cones growing on it. What's really fun is if you take a little teeny bit of the branch apart, you will notice that it has 5 little pine needles. I especially wanted you to see a little cluster off the white knotty pine needles. Notice that there's 5 pine needles in the cluster. Remember, its name is white knotty pine, and white is spelled W-H-I-T-E. That's 5 letters, just like the 5 needles on the pine cluster.
I'm so glad you joined me today. We found some really interesting trees and plants. It was fun to go exploring. A special thank you to our explorers, Mr. Steve and Emily, who helped me today. I'll see you next time for some more fun.